competition, but if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you want to test to look like you can close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back, let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one in front of me, you is a ghost, you ain't got a soul. Whoa, always say that they gon' come for me, knowing they won't, they doing the most. Whoa, chasing my, gotta get already, not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa.
I'm the main event, ain't no back before, let's get it. Heartless in the G, yeah, pretty get lost, won't get with it. Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me. You can try to prove me wrong and try to give respect, but who we looking for if there was no one left? Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me.
This my game won't stop, no, I can't fit in your box, whoa. That's demolish shop, froze, set the scene, no plot, hoes, whoa. Please don't blame me, cause when I let the beat sound, you think I'm crazy. But none of you critics gon' faze me, so when I talk like this, don't blame me, I know I'm bad with it, go against a goat, that's bad business. All of y'all are jokes so sad with it, to me you're just a ghost, don't get mad with me. Just, it's a my, gotta get, already, not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa.
I'm the main event, ain't no back before, let's get it. Heartless in the G, yeah, pretty get lost, won't get with it. Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me. You can try to prove me wrong and try to give respect, but who we looking for if there was no one left? Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me.
We have creative.
They try to take it, I'm getting it back. And if they hit me, they gotta get taxed. I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slap. Hop on a verse and I body it quick. They never work, and it's why we don't mix. I don't got time for the fake, and I swear that I'll always say real, something they never did. Oh, they saying that I'm up next. I told them that I'm up now. Promise I came for the next. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. You should go ahead and write over. I was in a 4, leveled up to the Rover. Feeling like Blake, I'ma put him on a poster. I don't really play when it come to my checks. I've been in the gym, so you know I gotta flex. If I shoot a shot, then it's gonna be a wet dog. I'm coming for these meals, I ain't taking no less. Yeah, I ain't really taking no less. Now they tryna send me that text. I ain't hit them back, they stress. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Act like you know how this goes.
couldn't even be me in another life. Don't hit me on my phone, yeah, I get back when I'm supposed to. They wanna blackmail.
Division 4 Galion District Championship here from Heisey Park in Galion, Ohio, and it is two Northern 10 foes going for a spot in the regional semi in the round of 32. Top-seeded Colonel Crawford taking on third-seeded Seneca East. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report. We welcome you inside the Bob and Bob Door Company pregame show for this, the Division 4 Galion District Baseball Championship between top-seeded Colonel Crawford and third-seeded Seneca East. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, high atop the press box here at Heisey Park, beautiful Heisey Park, on a beautiful late May afternoon. 71 degrees here and sunny. Taking a look there at the third-seeded Seneca East Tigers, and that's a good starting point. So let's take a look at those third-seeded Tigers in our team spotlight. Once again, brought to you by Bob and Bob Door Company. 15-12, they were 7-7 in the Northern 10. Fifth place, tied for fourth actually with the Cary Blue Devils. Batting-wise this year, 270 average, on-base percentage 371, 32 extra base hits, 103 RBI, 137 runs scored, and then their pitchers pretty darn good. 2.10 ERA, a 1.36 WHIP. That's walks and hits per innings pitched, 82 walks, 138 Ks, and batters against them only 221. 2 days ago, in the game that you saw highlighted on the OH Report, I was here for that game, a 2-1 victory over second-seeded Lucas. They used a leadoff walk, turned that into the first run, scored again in the top of the seventh, which proved to be the winning run off of an error. Lucas ended up scoring one run as well on an error, but
Seneca East moving on. They defeated Colonel Crawford 8-7 and 4-0 back on April 18th and 19th. So they're looking for a 3-game sweep. Now let's take a look at a player spotlight for the Seneca East Tigers, and it is their starter that went the distance. Our MVP from that game, Caden Fritz. He has a .49 ERA. He also shut out Colonel Crawford earlier in the season, so the Eagles a little bit happy that they used him in that district semifinal. But also, he is the leading hitter for the team, a .410 batting average, 8th best in the Northern 10, 18 RBI, 24 runs. He's walked 14 times as well. Now let's take a look at the keys to victory for the Tigers of Seneca East. Stick to the script. You've beaten Colonel Crawford twice already this year. Do the same things that you did to get those 2 wins. And then just another game. Colonel Crawford, they're used to be playing in this district level. Seneca East, they've had a couple down years, so it might be a little bit more pressure for them. But if they take it as just another game, they will be fine. Now let's take a look at the roster players for the Seneca East Tigers as they're getting announced right now down on the field. And I will go over the starting lineup as you take a look at the roster. Aiden Hines will lead off. Number 28, playing shortstop. Second in the order, Nicholas Parks, number 13. He is the second baseman. Caden Fritz, like I said, had the complete game victory over Lucas. He will start at third base today, batting third, number 33. Brandon Hines, he will start on the bump. Number 11, he is the pitcher. Cooper Skeel, number 2, he will catch, batting 5th. Batting 6th, Blake Foose, that's a name you know from football and basketball this season. Number 20, he will play in center field. Nate Sowers, the first baseman, number 15, he's batting 7th. Batting 8th, Cody Hybertausen, the left fielder, number 12, and rounding out the lineup, batting 9th, Graham Gibbs, number 6. He is the right fielder. Now let's take a look at the team spotlight for those Eagles of Colonel Crawford High School. .310 batting average, .422 on base percentage. They do work a lot of walks. 41 extra base hits, 151 RBI, and 176 runs scored. They are a good offensive squad. Pitching-wise, .259 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 79 walks. They've struck out 154 batters, and offensive teams against them only batting .216. They defeated Mohawk 4-2 in the district semifinal. Also, they were the 2019 district champions. Taking a look at the player spotlight, and it is the starter for that game against Mohawk, the district semifinal, Brennan Hamilton. He has a .213 ERA. He went the distance in their win and was also our MVP in the district semifinal. .433 batting average. That is good enough for 4th in the Northern 10. 19 RBI, 34 runs scored. He's walked 14 times. And the keys to victory for those Eagles of Colonel Crawford, the top seed. Experience. They have played in games like this before, used that experience and strike early. Seneca East was the team that was able to strike early in the first 2 games, and they took advantage of that. If Crawford can establish an early lead, that will be good for them as we take a look at their roster players, and I will quickly go over the lineup before the playing of our national anthem. And actually, we will go to the national anthem right now, the Star Spangled Banner. We'll take a moment here. They did play the anthem. We didn't hear it much up here in the press box, but they did play the anthem. So let's get back to the roster players for Colonel Crawford, and I will go over their starting lineup, starting with their leadoff, Brennan Hamilton, number 10. He will play second base today. In the second spot, Deegan Moore, the center fielder, number 4. Third spot, Nick Eachus. He will toe the bump today, starting pitcher, number 16. In the cleanup spot, Micah Thomas. He is the shortstop, number 2. Jacob Lucius, batting 5th. He's the catcher today, number 7. Sixth hole, Van Wintersteller, first baseman, number 8. Number 7, batting, Nate McCartney. He is the third baseman, number 1. In the 8th spot, Kason Worm. He is the designated hitter, number 5. He's batting for Nate Eachus, who will start in left field today, number 15. And rounding out the starting lineup, Austin Kelly in right field, number 33. So just about ready to go here for this Division 4 Galion District Championship. Winner will head down to Lancaster to take on the Southwest 1 District Champion, and we'll try and get actually the Chillicothe 1 District Championship, where they will take on White Oak. White Oak, a 10-0 winner. They played their district tournament earlier. They won on the 22nd. One of those districts that starts early, so they've had some time off. But the winner will head down to Lancaster next Thursday at 5 o'clock to take on White Oak. We are moments away. Nick Eachus this year, 10 games, 9 starts. He's 5-5 with a .224 earned run average. He struck out 53 batters, walked 25. But the crazy stat here, he's given up 42 runs, but only 16 have been earned. So that tells you if Colonel Crawford can play a clean game today, they will be in good position. Brennan Hamilton, who, like I said, went in the semifinal. 10th in the Northern 10 in ERA, 2.13. Caden Fritz, a .49 ERA. And we are ready to go. That has been the Bob and Bob Doors pregame show. Thank you, Bob and Bob Doors, for sponsoring today's live stream. Aiden Hines will lead things off. First pitch, and we're underway. And it's in there for a strike. Hines, a .333 batter. 5 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 10 RBI, 13 walks as he takes that outside for ball 1. Let us know where you're watching from today. On YouTube, give us a comment. We'll put you in the fan zone. 1-1. Check swing did not go. It's 2 balls and a strike. And also comment on Facebook, and I'll look it up. We have a blocker here at Galion, so we're unable to pull in those comments, but I can still read it off here. As that's taken for a ball, and it's 3-1. Like I said in the pregame, Seneca East leadoff walk turned into the first run of the game, and that's taken low. So, once again, the Tigers get a leadoff walk. He walked against Lucas. Advanced to second on a bunt. Went to third on a wild pitch and scored on a Fritz sacrifice fly. That held up until the 7th inning when they added one on. Hello to Daniel Stotts. You're the man, Big League. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you always for watching. Cindy Huber, go Eagles soar high. Donna Fisher, go Eagles. Deb Whited, let's go Eagles. Throw over the first, back in time. Nicholas Parks, a 250 batter. Mostly a singles hitter. He has 1 double, 9 RBI, 6 walks. He has scored 8 runs, as that's taken for ball 1. Beautiful Friday afternoon here in Galion, Ohio today. 70 degrees and sunny. The 1-0 throw over the first, back in time again is Hines. The 1-0. Showed bunt. Runner going down to second, and he's in there. It's a stolen base. And just like that, as you see on the Sutton Bank replay, just able to get underneath the glove for the stolen base by Hines. His 21st stolen base of this year. Now a good chance for Parks to bunt him over here with a 2-0 count. He will, at first, look bunt, pulled it back, takes a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Checks the runner. And that's fouled off, evens the count at 2. Eachus gets the sign. There's the pitch. It's a ground ball. Chopped over the second baseman. Bobbled by the right fielder, but Hines will hold at third. It's a single for Parks. And there are runners on the corners with nobody out. That'll bring up Fritz. .410 batting average like we saw in the players' spotlight. 5 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, 18 RBI, and he has walked 14 times. Seneca East in business here to start this one. Fakes the throw to third. First base runner wasn't going. Colonel Crawford, the middle infielders, playing back, so they will allow a run to get an out. Fritz shows bunt, pulls back, takes strike 1. Best case scenario for the Eagles here would be a double play ball. Well, actually, it'd be a strikeout, then a double play ball, but we'll see. Each is ahead 0-1. Curveball in there for strike 2. He's ahead 0-2. Brandon Hines on deck for the Tigers. Fritz has struck out only 4 times this season. The 0-2. Low, ball 1. Each is back on the mound. Gets the sign. The 1-2. Ground ball right to second. Caught. And there's one down. So Fritz lines it right to Brendan Hamilton for the first out. Failed to mention Parks did take second. Ground ball in the hole. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. It gets by the left fielder. Parks will come in to score, and on the single and an error, Brandon Hines in the second, and just like that, it's 2-0 Seneca East. So Hines with an RBI single, second run will score on the error by the left fielder, and it's 2-0 just like that. And we will get a courtesy runner for the pitcher. So the umpire getting the substitution for the courtesy runner. Runner on second, only one down here. Top of the first, 2-0 Seneca East. Just about ready to get back to action as Cooper Skeel will bat. 253 average, 3 doubles, 13 RBI. First pitch taken for a ball. Two nothing on the Hines RBI single and error on the left fielder. The 1-0. Low, ball 2. The 2-0. Low again, ball 3. Skeel, one pitch away from his 11th walk as Jacob Lucius goes out to talk to his starting pitcher. Eagles would like to limit damage here to only those 2 runs. Hello to Jessica Hickman. Let's go Eagles. Bring home the win. Denise Bowerman, go Tigers. Eachus. Back on the mound. His pitch. In there for strike 1. Skeel was taking all the way on that pitch. The 3-1. Swung through, count is full. Blake Foose on deck for the Tigers. Payoff pitch. Fouled off, will go again. Seneca East took the bye as the 3rd seed, knocked off Plymouth 2-1. And then Lucas in the district semi, the 2 seed, 2-1. So they've already made that, matched that number of 2 here in the first inning. 3-2. Ground ball just over the glove of Eachus. Hamilton there on the first for out number 2. Runner does advance to third here with 2 down. Hamilton just over the second base bag to field that. Gets a strong throw off for the out. That'll bring up Blake Foose. 219 average, 1 double, 5 RBI, and 7 walks. And again, first pitch taken low for ball 1. The 24th pitch here of this first inning coming up. Swung through, it's 1-1. 1-1. Swung through again. Now each is ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one gets away. Runner's going to come home, and he's going to score. So the wild pitch scores Hines, and it's 3-0. Actually, it wasn't Hines that scored. It was Branson Fennell. As Foose strikes out, and that will end the top of the first, but Seneca East, 3 runs, has a 3-0 lead.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Bottom of the first here from Heisey Park in Galion. Seneca East, 3 runs, 2 hits, an error. They lead it 3-0 as the Eagles will get their first at-bats against Brandon Hines. 2.26 ERA. 21 runs, only 10 earned, 10 walks, 30 strikeouts. He's hit 4 batters. 3-2 on the year. He also has a save going up against the top of the Eagles order. Brennan Hamilton will lead things off. He was our player's spotlight. 433, 5th in the Northern 10. 3 doubles, 19 RBI, 14 walks. He's also stolen 22 bases, so he is one of those threats if he can lead off with a walk. Typically that turns into a double. Only caught stealing once so far this year. They would like to answer right back as Seneca East jumping on top early on here. 3-0. Hines' first pitch to Hamilton. Right down the pipe for strike 1. Ready for his second pitch. That one's taken high for ball 1. The 1-1. Flied into the gap, but under it making the catch is Blake Foose for out number 1. Hit that to mid-center field here at Heisey Park. Right center field is 355 to the wall. Right and left center, so about 365, 370, the dead center. So we have an early mound meeting here as Deegan Moore will get his first at bat. 321 average. 2 doubles, 17 RBI, 11 walks. He also has stolen 20 bases, caught stealing once. And again, down the pipe for strike one. The 0-1. Swung on, chopped to the right side, right to first baseman Nate Sowers. He steps on the bag for out number 2. 3 unassisted and 2 quick outs here in 5 pitches for Brandon Hines. Brandon only started 3 times this season, made 8 appearances for the Tigers. First pitch to Nick Eachus, low for ball 1. Ground ball in the hole. Hines tried making a play for it, throws it over the first baseman's head, but will be backed up by the catcher. It's an infield single, and the Eagles have something going here with 2 out. That was a nice job by Hines to get a glove on that, but his throw was late over the head of the first baseman, but Skeel able to back him up, so no error on the play. Brings up Micah Thomas, the cleanup hitter. Inside for ball 1. Micah, 459 average, 7 doubles, 28 RBI. Puts it into play as well. He's forced 15 errors. So that's in there for strike 1. Runner on first, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. The 1-1. Swung on. Right, the center fielder Blake Foose makes the catch. And that'll do it for the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. It's 3-0 Seneca East after 1.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Back here at Heisey Park as we thank our sponsors, the ones that allow us to bring you these games live and free right here on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube pages. Burkhart Farm Center, Carothers Pest Control, Bob and Bob Door Company, Sutton Bank, and Mohican Adventures. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you these games live and free right here exclusively on the OH Report. As we come to the top of the second, 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Tigers against Nick Eachus. Nick, 27 pitches in that first inning, only 14 strikes, so hopefully he finds the zone a little bit more. And look at that. The K9 cam is back. We've got some good boys out there. Good boys and girls. All good boys. Even dressed for success down there as well. That's what we like to do here on the OH Report. Show off not only the players, but their pets as well. Only 10 pitches in that first inning for Brandon Hines, so a great start for him. 7 of those were strikes. Nate Sowers, first baseman, will start things off for Seneca East as he takes strike 1. The 0-1 swung on and missed strike 2. Sowers a 197 average. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout, 2-3. One down here in the top of the second. So a big first out here by Eachus to try and settle down as Cody Heibertshausen is up. 196 average, 1 double, 8 RBI on the year. First pitch swung on and missed. Through 4 straight strikes to start this second inning by Eachus. That one popped up. McCartney under it, makes the catch despite a gust of wind coming out of nowhere at the last second, able to stay under it for the second out. 2 quick outs here for Eachus as we've approached the 9-hitter. That's Graham Gibbs, 233 average. Eagles with 5, 6, 7 due up in the bottom of the second. Swung on a miss, strike 1. The 0-1. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Now, I do mention a little bit of a gust of wind. Nothing like what we had on Wednesdays. You take a look at the Seneca East Tigers lineup as well. Wind was blowing in from the north, so not many balls traveled in that game. That's why you saw some low scores as well. The 0-2 fouled off. Will go again. Just a nice gentle breeze here on this 29th of May. 0-2 again. Slow grounder to third on the first. Seneca East retired in order. All strikes for Nick Eachus as he throws a 1-2-3 top of the second.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Bottom of the second here from Heisey Park. Travis Berardi coming to you from high atop the football press box here at Heisey. It's a multi purpose press box because the windows in the back face the baseball field, and the roof, well, allows us to put our cameras on there, so we're bringing you some pretty cool views. As Hines, with his first pitch to Jacob Lucius, taken for ball one, but this is quite the view here. And we don't even have to pay for these box seats. It's awesome. Lucius with his first at bat of the game. 294 average. The 1-0. Curveball low. It's 2-0. Van Wintersteller on deck. The 2-0 from Hines. Fouled off. It's 2-1. Once again, I want to welcome everybody watching live and free on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube watchers, make sure to comment. Get into the fan zone. Facebook commenters, we're having some problems with the internet here being able to access Facebook, but I still will read your comments if you make any in our Facebook. 22 of you watching on Facebook, so hello to everybody. 2-1. Swung on and missed. It's even at 2. Lucius is a strikeout threat. He struck out 24 times this season. That leads the team. He's also walked 11 times. 2-2 pitch. Curveball just outside, and we're full. Eagles would like to get a leadoff runner here. They get something going, down 3-0 in the bottom of the second. Full count pitch. Flied out the right field. Gibbs under it, makes the catch, 1 down. So Hines gets the fly out, 4 out, number 1. That'll bring up Van Wintersteller. 314 average, has 1 extra base hit. That's a double this season. First pitch from Wintersteller. Flare in the left center, and it drops for a base hit. Second hit of the day for the Eagles, and they've got something going here with 1 out in the second. First pitch swinging, just flared it in there. That'll bring up Nate McCartney. Nate, a 262 average. 3 extra base hits this season, all doubles. He has also walked 17 times, which is tops on the team. Hines looks over at first. Now gets set. And that one's fouled off for strike 1. The Eagles' path through the tournament thus far. They took the bye as the top seed, knocked off N10 rival Buckeye Central 10-1 before eliminating Mohawk, the 5th seed, 4-2 here on Wednesday. The 0-1. Runner takes off and easily steals second. Wintersteller in the scoring position as McCartney takes strike 2. So now Nate with a chance of picking up his 14th RBI of the season, but he's going to have to battle back down 0-2. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout of the afternoon for Hines. And now 2 down for the designated hitter, Case Worm. Worm, a 258 average, 2 RBI. Also 1 extra base hit, that's a triple. Pitch from Hines in there for strike one. 9-batter Austin Kelly on deck. The 0-1 from Hines. Inside, it's 1-1. Also, we'll remind you, our very own Brian Skoronsky is at Clyde High School for another Division IV District Championship. Calvert, top 5 team in D4, taking on Old Fort. He'll have a highlight of that later tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Hines ahead, 1-2. Runner on second here with 2 down. The pitch. Just low. We're even at 2. Pretty good crowd here today. Not as many people in the bleachers, but that's because they brought their lawn chairs. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Hines gets out of the runner on second jam with 2 strikeouts. We've played 2. It's 3-0 Seneca East.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Top of the third here from Galion, Ohio, home of the Galion Tigers. Top of the order due up for Seneca East as they lead this Division IV District Championship game. 1-0 as you see. Hines the leadoff, then Parks, Fritz, and Brother Brandon. First pitch in there for strike 1. 9-pitch inning for Eachus in that second. All 9 were strikes as well. The 0-1. Flied out right to center fielder Deegan Moore. He's under it, makes the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up Parks. He singled and stole a base in the first inning. 1 of 3 that scored. Each's first pitch fouled off. So Nick, since that first inning, has thrown 12 consecutive strikes. The 0-1. Fouled off again. It's 0-2. Both of these teams 15-12 on the season. Colonel Crawford finished 9-5 in the conference. The 0-2. Bounced in there. It's 1-2. The Northern 10 champion was Upper Sandusky, who is playing in a district championship tomorrow. They were 14-0, 25-3 overall this season. The 1-2. Ground ball to third. McCartney has it on the first 2 down. That'll bring up Caden Fritz. He lined out the second in the first inning. Winford, the Royals who lost in a game you saw yesterday live and free in their district semifinal, they finished 10-4 in conference, 20-8. Then you had Colonel Crawford, 9-5, 15-12. Carey, the Blue Devils, tied with Seneca East, 7-7. Carey finished 16-13. First pitch from Eachus, fouled off. Mohawk, a district semifinalist, behind Seneca East at 5-9, 10-16. Buckeye Central, who Crawford beat in the sectional final, 3-11 in the conference, 7-16. And then the Redmond and Bucyrus, 1-13, 4-20 overall. Second pitch bounced in there. It's 1-1. Grant McGuire from the Winford Royals, the batting champion in the Northern 10 this year, 543 average. He also led the league in homers and RBI. He is your Triple Crown winner in the Northern 10. 5 homers, 32 RBI. The 1-1. Low, ball 2. Caden Holman, the phenomenal pitcher from Upper Sandusky, ERA champion. He did not allow an earned run. As Fritz takes strike 2, it's 2-2. 61 in the third innings for Caden Holman, no earned runs. Fritz just behind him, who is batting right now, 43 innings pitched, only 3 earned runs allowed. 2-2 from Eachus. Ground ball in the hole. It's short, backhanded. Kept it in play, but Fritz will reach with an infield single. So a little 2-out life here for the Tigers. That brings up Hines. Singled with an RBI and advanced on the error. Scored on a wild pitch in the first. That's a grounder to third. McCartney on the first. And that'll do it for the top of the third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. It remains 3-0 Seneca East.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Bottom of the third, due up here from Galion. 9-1-2. And just a reminder, after the 4th inning, we're going to keep it here for the Bob and Bob Dorr 4th inning stretch. We'll recap what's going on. Maybe try and 5th inning stretch, 4th inning stretch. It's high school baseball. There's 7 innings, so we're going to do a stretch though. We'll just do that. But we'll recap the game, try and get you some other scores from around the area. updates on brackets, whatnot. But coming up, not after this half inning, but the next inning. As you take a look at Brandon Hines so far, 2 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. Austin Kelly will get his first at bat of the afternoon. Austin, a 196 hitter, 1 extra base hit, which is a double. Beautiful day to bring the little kids out, too, as that family is enjoying Heisey Park. Kelly takes ball 1. This is a great venue, not only for high school athletics. The Galion Graders used to play here, but so many parks, the pools here. It's a great place all around for a family to bring their kids. Kelly takes ball 2. He's ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Brennan Hamilton on deck. He flew out the lead off the bottom of the first. 2-0. High, ball 3. There's the water slide at the pool here at Heisey Park. Also Memorial Day coming up, so this pool will be open here in the next week. 3-0. Down the pipe for strike 1. Hopefully everybody has some nice plans for this weekend. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend in the 80s. Also had Safety Town down here too. Ball chopped. Bounces foul though. Count will go full. We did see some little tykes out there driving around in their little buggies and whatnot earlier today. I will say they do very well at parking. We pretty much can see all of Galion from our perch high atop Heisey Park. Payoff pitch from Hines as we come back to the game. Chop foul will go again. The things you see from a press box. Full count pitch once again. Low, ball 4, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Eagles. And that'll bring up the top of the order and Brennan Hamilton. Kelly has stolen 3 bases this season. So there is top of the order, Brennan Hamilton, more on deck, Eachus in the hole. Good chance here for Crawford to possibly break through in the 3rd. First pitch. Liner right at the center fielder. Makes the catch, 1 down. So back-to-back at-bats where Hamilton just gets under the pitch just enough to where Hines gets the fly out. Will bring up Deegan Moore. He grounded out the first for the 2nd out of the bottom of the 1st inning. Kelly on first here with 1 down. That's inside for ball 1. Hines gets the sign. The 1-0. Curve ball in there. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Outside, it's 2-1. Hines is ready. The pitch. Gets away. Kelly's going to be able to take second base. And it moves the count to 3-1. So again, the Eagles with a chance to get a run in here with this base hit. Hitters count coming up now for Moore. The 3-1. Swung through, count is full. And now a little bit of a mound meeting. Hines with 25 pitches, 17 strikes. If you hear any voice in the background, it's not the voice of God, it's the voice of Adam Thompson. Full count pitch. Ground ball through the hole and left. Runner's going to advance to third. It's a single. And that'll bring up Eachus with one down and a runner on third. Placed that perfectly between shortstop and third base. It was right at Heibertshausen, though, so Eagles deciding to hold the runner at third. Runners on the corners now with one down. Hines checks the runners, gets his pitch. Runner's going to take off the second, fakes the throw, so it will be a stolen base. And now two in scoring position for Eachus. Nick with 15 RBI already, looking to make 16 or even 17. That pitch was a strike, as Hines will step off. The 0-1. Outside on the curve, it's 1-1. Pitch number 42 coming up here for Brandon Hines in the third. The 1-1. High, it's 2-1. Micah Thomas on deck. He flew out the center to end the first inning. The 2-1. Catches the outside corner. It's 2-2. There you see Austin Kelly and Deegan Moore. Now Nick Eachus, the Crawford starter, settled in after that first inning. Now's a chance to help himself out. The 2-2. Pops it up in the infield. Sowers under it, makes the catch. A big second out there for Hines. Does bring up Micah Thomas. He has the second best batting average on the team behind Brendan Hamilton. Eagles could really use a single here, but we'll have to wait. As head coach Rick Bowerman coming out to talk it over with his pitcher. So Austin Kelly led off the inning with a walk. Hamilton flew out the center for the first out before Deegan Moore singled to left, moving Kelly to third. Moore advanced to second on a stolen base before Nick Eachus just popped out to first. In the bottom, or in the top of the fourth, Seneca East will have its 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Big opportunity here for the power-hitting Thomas. Looking for RBI 29 and 30 to extend his team lead. The first pitch. Check swing, but he did go. It's strike one. The 0-1. Fly ball. Medium center, but under it is Foose to make the catch, and they get out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on. After 3, it's still 3-0 Seneca East.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Bottom of the third, or top of the fourth here from Heisey Park as you take a look at the battery mates of Nick Eachus and Jacob Lucius. As Cooper Skeel will step in. He's the other catcher in this game, so you get a pitcher on the right side and 2 catchers on the left to start the 4th inning. 3-0 Seneca East. They scored 3 times in the first. Fly ball. It's going to drop in and get past the left fielder. Skeel's rounding first. He's going to get the second. Are they going to pull him to third? He's going to try. Throw to the cutoff. Into third. He's in there with a triple. He will stay at the base, but a great start for the Tigers here. A leadoff triple. Lined it just hard enough to get past the left fielder. And the Tigers in business here with a chance to add on. Looks like Skeel a bit shaken up on that slide. To take a look at the Sutton Bank replay. He is a catcher, so he can have a courtesy runner. It looks like they will have somebody out for him. Looks like from up here that will be Luke Mason. So hopefully Skeel is okay. But a great start for Seneca East here to start the 4th. Blake Foose struck out in the first. Each is looking for another one of those right now. First pitch. Inside, ball one. The 1-0. Chopped, but it was off of Foose. It's a foul ball, strike one. We have approached the 6 o'clock hour here on this Friday evening. The 1-1 to Foose. Throws over. But he's back. Take a look at Nate Sowers, the on-deck batter. Foose in there ready. The pitch to him. Swung through, strike two. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Catcher caught it, so he does not have to throw down the first, and there's one down. That'll bring up Sowers. He started the top of the second with a strikeout. First pitch. Swings through. It's a foul tip into the glove of Lucius for strike one. Runner on third. Throw back there. Ball gets away. It's actually the fake out. So they faked the throw, something out of Little Big League, if anybody knows that movie. But no harm, no foul. No balls, one strike to Sowers. The pitch. Looking for the squeeze, and he fouls it. Just got a piece of it, because if he didn't, the runner was probably going to be picked off. Seneca East trying the squeeze play. Up, another dog. K9 cam back at you. Some more clothed animals here on the OH report. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right to third. McCarthy looks the runner back on the first. Scooped for out number two. McCartney with a nice throw over. Froze the runner on third. Now the Eagle defense can reset to its normal depth with two down. Heibertshausen now up. He popped out to third. It's a big momentum boost for the Eagles if they can get out of this without any harm done after the leadoff triple. First pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and out of the play. Car in the parking lot did get hit with that foul ball. One car away from our own Adam Thompson, so he looked out there. The 0-1. In there for strike two. And now Eachus is a pitch away of getting out of the jam. The 0-2 fouled off. Another 0-2 fouled off. So we will go again at 0-2 here. Swung and missed. But down the first to complete the strikeout. And he just does get out of it. After a leadoff triple, they go 1-2-3. It remains 3-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Seneca East leaving the leadoff triple on third as Crawford and Nick Eachus gets out of the jam. Travis Berardi back here in Galion for this district championship. So take a look at our Twitter comments. Keith Mark, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you out there. And a reminder, after the end of this half inning, we are going to stick it here for the 5th inning stretch. We'll recap what's going on here and maybe some other places as well. Also want to remind you to continue commenting on Facebook and on YouTube. YouTube comments will make it into our fan zone today. Also a reminder, Brian Skoronsky is in Cary. Or Clyde, my fault. There, he's at Clyde for Calvert's district championship game. As Jacob Lucius will step in. And that's a pop-up to left. And it falls in. Miscommunication by the third and shortstop as they both called for the ball. Nobody brought it in, and it's a Texas League single for Lucius. He'll bring up Winterstellar. He singled back in the second. So a break there. Winterstellar takes ball one. The 1-0. High, ball two. Fiftieth pitch upcoming as that's fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike here on the 6-hitter from the Crawford Eagles. Hines is ready. His 2-1 pitch. Check swing, but it's in there for strike 2. Hines was at 46 pitches, 29 strikes heading into this 4th inning. So take a look at Nate McCartney, the on-deck batter. The 2-2 to Wintersteller. Inside, nearly hit him. Count is full. There's Jacob Lucius on first base. Reached on that Texas League bloop just beyond third base. Payoff pitch from Hines. Ground ball to third. Gets underneath the third baseman's glove. He booted it. Thought the ball was going to hit the lip of the grass and bounce up. Instead, it stayed down. And Wintersteller reaches on the air. Once again, Crawford back-to-back innings with 2 runners on. This time with no out as we bring up McCartney. 7, 8, 9 hitters here for the Eagles. They'd like to get a couple more hitters to get back to the top of the lineup in Hamilton. Here comes the sack bunt, and it hit him. He pulled back and gets hit by the pitch. Bases will be loaded with nobody out for Colonel Crawford. Big opportunity for the Eagles here. McCartney struck out on 3 pitches in the 2nd inning, went for the sacrifice, pulled back in time, got hit by the pitch, and it loads up the bases with nobody out in the 4th. A big opportunity for Colonel Crawford. And if they don't hit into a double play, it will bring Hamilton back up. Seneca East trying to calm down Brandon Hines, and there you see the Eagles of Colonel Crawford and legendary head coach Dan Gorbett. Congratulations once again to him reaching the 600-win milestone earlier this season. You can watch that highlight against Delaware Christian on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube pages at any time. Base is juiced for Case and Worm, the designated hitter. First pitch to him. Inside, ball 1. Worm looking for RBI number 3, maybe 4 or 5. The 1-0. Outside, catcher barely able to corral that. And it's 2-0. All of a sudden, Hines has lost some control here. So take a look at our multi-cam. Quick throw over the first. McCartney back. So 2-0 is the count here to Worm. Nowhere to put him. Just in there for strike 1, right at the lettering. Austin Kelly, who walked in the 3rd, is on deck for the Eagles. And then the top of the order in Brennan Hamilton. Infield, well, the 3rd and 1st basemen are in. Middle infielders at double play depth. As Worm swings through that one. And Hines has fought back with 2 straight strikes to even the count at 2. The 2-2. Ground ball the 2nd to the shortstop on the 1st. Doesn't get it. They get the force at 2nd, but a run scores. It is 3-1. So McCartney out at second. Worm able to get the first. The throw is a little bit high anyway, but it will be an RBI. And it'll bring up the 9-hitter, Kelly. Runners on the corners now with one down. And again, if they can avoid the double play, we'll bring up Brendan Hamilton, who's flown out to center twice already. Kelly walked on a full count in the third. The first pickoff play, unsuccessful. You can do it if you start at third and fake to go to first, but if you fake to first and go to the third, it's a balk. Rules. So many rules in baseball. First pitch down the pipe for strike one. Let's take a closer look at Brandon Hines. It would be a win for Seneca East if they can at least get out of this inning with a lead. Even if they give up one more run, a 3-2 lead is a win after loading the bases with no out. The 0-1. Runner will go to second. Throw was down to third, but Winterstellar back in. Kelly takes strike two. Tying run now at second base. And that eliminates a ground ball double play. Well, the normal one at least. The 0-2 to Kelly. Ball gets away. Runner's going to advance and score. It's 3-2, and now the tying run's on third. So now things get interesting as the tying run 90 feet away with one down. And you'd have to think Seneca East would bring the infield in. However, they're still at normal depth, so a ground ball could tie this up. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll go again. Should take a look at Cooper. Another 1-2 from Hines. The pitch. Just outside. It's 2-2. Infield now working a little bit further in. But it's not going to matter. Strike three swinging. 2 down. But it will bring up Brendan Hamilton. He's flown out to right center in both of his at-bats in the first and third innings. But a hit here from him, the 5th leading hitter in the Northern 10, would tie things up at 3. First pitch. Flies it to center again. And making the running catch is Foose. So that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. We will stay here as Colonel Crawford gets back into this. It is 3-2 as we welcome you inside the Bob and Bob doors. 5th inning stretch. And now I have some scoring to talk about, as the Eagles plate 2. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. So, hello everybody. Travis Ferrardi still here from Heisey Park. 3-2 the score. Seneca East, right off the bat, scoring 3 runs. Aiden Hines led off the game with a walk. Nicholas Parks followed with a single, and then after Caden Fritz lined out, Brandon Hines with a line drive base hit to left. It got past the left fielder, allowed both runs to score, making it 2-0. Hines then went to third on a Cooper Skill ground out and then scored on a wild pitch for their 3 runs. Since then, though, Colonel Crawford starter Nick Eachus has only allowed 2 hits, so he has settled down. As for Colonel Crawford against Brandon Hines, only able to get 3 hits through 3 innings until the inning you just saw, the bottom of the 4th, when Jacob Lucius, he singled on a bloop Texas leaguer. Miscommunication by the third baseman and shortstop allowed the ball to fall. Van Wintersteller then grounded 1 to third, went underneath the third baseman's glove, setting up first and second. Nate McCartney looked to bunt both runners over. He was hit by a pitch to load him up. Kaysen Worm then came up and hit a ball to the second baseman. He beat out the throw, scoring a run. And then Wintersteller came home on a wild pitch. Runner advanced to third, but a strikeout and a Brennan Hamilton fly out to center ended the inning, keeping Seneca East ahead 3-2. That has been the Bob and Bob Dorff 5th inning stretch. Bunt attempt by Graham Gibbs, the 9-hitter. Bunts that foul for strike 1. Update from Clyde. Calvert, in 5 innings, defeats Old Fort 10-0. The Senecas heading on to the Louisville Regional in D4. Fly ball into the gap, and it drops in for a hit. So Graham Gibbs, the 9-hitter, gets the leadoff single, and that will bring up Aiden Hines. So congratulations to the Calvert Senecas. Top 5 team. I believe they're 4th or 3rd in the state in Division 4. Actually, the 3rd. Now that I read the tweet that Brian Skoronsky sent out, they are the 3rd team in Division 4. They are heading back to a regional. They made it to the state Final Four last year. First pitch to Hines, taken for a strike. Also remember, folks, the 4th inning, Skeel led off with a triple, but Seneca East could not score the run, keeping it at 3-2. So keep that in mind as we go on. Bunt attempt, and we got a pickle. Throw down to second, tag, got him. Hines looked to move him over with a bunt. Gibbs took off. That'll be ruled a 2-3-6 throw out. Lucius to Wintersteller to Thomas. 1 down. That pitch was a strike, so it's 0-2. Chopper the 3rd. McCartney needs a quick throw. Gets it over there. Beat it out. Aiden Hines with an infield hit. High chopper. All of Willie Mays Hayes there. And just gets his foot on the bag before the catch is made. It's a 1-out single. Brings up Parks. Singled in the 1st and scored. Grounded out the 3rd in the 3rd. Jennifer Wyrick, go Eagles. Hello, Jennifer. 28 of you watching on Facebook. Snap throw over the 1st. He's back. Also, hello to Storm Blunchley. Old friend, how are you, man? I heard I have a comment I need to read of yours here in a little bit. First pitch in there, first strike. .71 degrees here in Galion as we approach the 6:30 hour. Throw back over the 1st, and again, Hines is in there. No balls, 1 strike. The Parks, 1 down here in the 5th. Eachus steps off the rubber. Pitch out. No steal there. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, runner's going to go. Throw down. Not in time. It's another stolen base for Aiden Hines. And that is the second ball. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch here. Coming from Eachus now, a runner in scoring position for Seneca East. That's popped up. Will it stay in play? It will not. That evens the count at 2. Also want to welcome everybody into the Memorial Day weekend. Beautiful weather for this weekend as well. Couldn't have asked for much more out of it. 2-2 from Eachus. In the dirt, it bounces away enough as Hines will take third. That'll work the count full now at 3-2, and once again, Eachus will have to work out of a jam. Runner on third with 1 down. Can Seneca East get a run back after giving up 2 in the bottom of the 4th? And now, I think we have a bit of an injury here. Jacob Lucius. Yeah, blood or something with the fingers, so they're going to check on him. And while we have a chance, let's thank our sponsors today. Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers. Carothers Pest Control, got a pest? Call the best. 419-314-3214. Bob and Bob Door Company. Entry doors, storm doors, garage doors and openers. Bob and Bob Doors has been providing fast, friendly, and reliable service for over 51 years. Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Casasa. And Mohican Adventures. Enjoy the best there is in Ohio family vacationing at Mohican Adventures. We offer river trips, an aerial adventure park, mini golf, go-karts, as well as a full-service campground and cabin rentals. Perfect place to go for Memorial Day weekend as well. I bet you they're going to be packed with the 80-degree weather we're going to have. But thank you all to our sponsors for allowing us to be live and free right here on the OH Report. Is our own Hayden Gray with that great picture of, are the Crows starting to circle Colonel Crawford? Are the Crows circling the Eagles because they sense something happening or not? And also our buddy Storm Blunchley. Let's go. Love the commentary, directing, and especially the camera work. Watching from Ashland. Wondering what Big League Travis orders at the concession stand. Haven't ordered anything yet. I might go to one of the fast food joints that are here in Galion after the game, but when we were down there earlier, the concession stand wasn't open yet. Although the fine folks here at Galion did donate some water to us. I know Madeline and Hayden both upstairs in the sun, so they have some water as well, but yeah, thank you to the folks at Galion for the water. While I have a chance now, we're still waiting this out. Let's go over some brackets for you. I am Lenardi Berardi anyway. We'll start here in Division 4. The Medina District, congratulations to Doughton. 3-1 victors over Hillsdale. You can see that highlight on the OH Report. I was up there. They will take on Warren JFK in Louisville. The other semifinal will be Lake Center Christian taking on Tiffin Calvert. And you know we'll be covering Calvert, so we will have that game next week. In the Wittenberg, the Springfield and Wright State Regional, Bradford will take on Southeastern in the 2 o'clock game. Then Bern Union, who scored 5 runs in the top of the 7th to knock off the Golden Knights of Northmore, will take on Russia at 5 o'clock. In our bracket here, South Webster will take on Berlin Highland, the perennial power. That's at 2 o'clock at Beavers Field in Lancaster. The winner of this game will take on White Oak at 5 o'clock. And we have one other bracket, that's Region 14. Has not been updated on the region bracket. We'll see if we have them here. Edgerton taking on Pioneer North Central, the 2-5 matchup. That's the Bryan District Championship going on right now. The Coldwater District Champion will face them. That is St. Henry, the top seed, taking on 8th seeded Marion Local. And then on the other side of that region, the Findlay winner, which is Columbus Grove, they will take on the winner of Delphos St. John's and Lipsiak. So there you go. The teams remaining in Division 4. One of these two will join them in the round of 32. Take a look at the playground out there. Not many people there because, well, they're watching this game. A lot of folks here with their lawn chairs from the left field line all the way down to the right in front of the batting cages here. Nice crowds in the stands as well and right in front. That's what I like about Heisey Park too, is you see right in front of the concession stand, there's enough for people. If you get here early enough, they can set their chairs up. Box seats, you could say. But enough rambling on as we're back to action. Lucius looks like he's good now. Thomas, or Eachus, with the 3-2 pitch. Line drive, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Seneca East gets the run back. It's 4-2. RBI single for Parks. Was just able with the soft liner over the first baseman's head. Drops in down the line, and it is 4-2. Seneca East here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up Caden Fritz. Lined out the second in the first inning. He singled in the third, the lone base runner for Seneca East in the third inning. Three runs in the first, 1 in the 5th for Seneca East, 2 runs in the 4th for Colonel Crawford. So that's in there for strike 1. There's the on-deck hitter, Brandon Hines. That one bounces off the plate, gets away, and Parks will take second base on the wild pitch. '75th pitch upcoming here for Nick Eachus. And now they're going to intentionally walk Fritz to set up the force. So pitch 75 will come to Hines. Singled. RBI in the first. Scored on a wild pitch. Then grounded out the third in the third. First pitch chopped into left field, base hit, and they're going to be loaded up here for the 5th batter. the 4th hit of the inning. And it'll bring up Cooper Skeel. So good to see that he is back after getting banged up. He did hit a triple in the 4th inning. So a chance here for Seneca East to really blow this one open. Middle infielders at double play depth to try and get out of this. First and third baseman playing up a little bit in case we get a squeeze. Skeel 1 for 2. The pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1. Chopped foul. Each is ahead 0-2. If you take a look at the runners on the base paths. And now Nick Eachis, as he gets his sign for the 0-2 to Skeel. Calls time, steps out of the box. Eachis is ready now. The 0-2. Got him! Looking for strike 3. 2 down. Curveball just caught the outside corner. And it'll bring up Blake Foose. Struck out twice here in the game and allows infielders to go back to normal depth once again. Can Eachis escape again? Swung on a miss, strike 1. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Colonel Crawford in the bottom of the 5th. So if they can get out of this, another golden opportunity to maybe get a run or 2 back. The 0-1 to Foose. In there for strike 2, and Eachis is ahead. The 0-2. Just high, ball 1. Just a reminder after the game to stay tuned for the Bob and Bob Dorr post game, as well as our MVP interview and the medal and trophy ceremony. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Eachis escapes the jam. Only 1 run comes across. However, it does extend the Seneca East lead to 4-2.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Bottom of the 5th here for the Eagles. Nick Eachis allowed a run but escaped a bases-loaded 1-out jam with back-to-back strikeouts As the Eagles, a good chance here. 2, 3, 4 hitters more. Nick Eachus, Micah Thomas due up. Travis Berardi alongside Adam Thompson with Hayden Gray and Madeline. Here, high atop the press box here at Heisey Park. Deegan Moore, the number 2 hitter you see. He's on at the plate. Nick Eachus on deck. Micah Thomas in the hole. Lucius behind him if they get a runner on. Moore grounded to first in the first. Singled and stole second in the third. And he lines that to left. It's a base hit. Heiberthausen able to get it, though, and hold him to a single, but another leadoff hit for the Eagles. It'll bring up Eachus. 1 for 2. Cindy Huber. Way to go, Nick. And he's hit. No. They said he leaned into it. So if the umpire rules that you leaned into the pitch and didn't make a move to get out of the way, it's just taken as a ball. So no base awarded, but it is ball 1. Moore leading off of first. The pitch looking for a bunt, pulls back. Runners down to second. It's another stolen base. And Moore in scoring position with nobody out. That was ball 2. Let's take a look at legendary coach Dan Gorbett. Hines awaiting the sign, gets it. He's ready to go. 2-0. Popped it up right to the second baseman. Parks makes the catch. It's 1 down. So Eachus just got under it, popped out for the second time today. That'll bring up Micah Thomas. Between Thomas and Brendan Hamilton, 0 for 5, all flyouts to center field. He'd like to break that streak right here and get the Eagles back to within 1. If you look at the lineup, Lucius on deck. He's 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch. Check swing, didn't go. It's ball 1. One down here in the bottom of the 5th. Thomas represents the tying run as he calls time. Hines is ready again. The 1-0. Curveball catches the corner. It's 1-1. Take a look at the folks out in left field, comfortably watching this game. Not a lot of humidity today either. So it makes for a great day to watch some baseball. 1-1. Fly to left field. Liner caught by Heiberthausen for the second out. So breaks the streak of fly balls to center field, but it's still an out. It'll bring up Jacob Lucius. Singled in the 4th and scored the first run for the Eagles. So runner on second with 2 down now for Jacob, the catcher. Left-handed hitter here against the righty Hines. First pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Tigers have 7, 8, 9 due up in the top of the 6th against Eachus, who's at 82 pitches. The 0-1. Curveball in there for strike 2. Hines ahead. 0-2. There's Deegan Moore. Hoping to come in for the 3rd run here on a hit. Hines is ready. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ball gets away. Catcher's going to try and throw it down the first. It goes over the head of the first baseman. Moore's going to come in and score. And just like that, it's 4-3 on the strikeout wild pitch. So Lucius strikes out. Ball gets away from the catcher. He's allowed to run down the first. Beats out the throw. The throw goes over the head of the first baseman, allowing Moore, who took off right as he swung and missed that, all the way around. And now it's 4-3. Brings up Wintersteller. He reached on an error and scored in the 4th. Ground ball to short over the 2nd. That's the 3rd out, but Crawford gets that run right back. And after 5, it's 4-3 Seneca East.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Top of the 6th. Here from Galion. Travis Berardi here. We are here. As we're about to ready to start the top of the 6th inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Tigers of Seneca East. I promise you we are here. Just experiencing a little bit of a technical glitch, but I'll go radio on you right now as Nate Sowers will begin the top of the 6th. Nick Eachus at the bump, his pitch. Fly ball to right. Under it is Kelly for the 1st out. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Nick Eachus, who just threw his 83rd pitch. That'll bring up Cody Heibertshausen. Heibertshausen. Popped out the 3rd, struck out, takes that one inside for ball 1. 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Seneca East. Takes that in there for strike 1. It's 1-1. Graham Gibbs on deck for the Tigers. 1-1. Ground ball to second on the first. 2 down. And yes, we know we have technical difficulties right now, but we're still on audio-wise, so I'll keep you with a radio until we get that fixed. Gibbs. Now up. Grounded to third in the second inning. Singled, but was caught stealing in the fifth. That's a grounder to short. On the first, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Colonel Crawford. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Still 4-3 Seneca East.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Bottom of the fifth here. Still experiencing some video difficulties, but the audio side, so guess what? You're stuck with more of my voice, folks. 4-3, Seneca East, the third seed, ahead of top-seeded Colonel Crawford right now. Eagles with their 7, 8, 9 hitters, Nate McCartney, Cason Worm, and Austin Kelly due up against Brandon Hines. Hines at 77 pitches, 49 strikes as we're awaiting head coach Dan Gorbett to make his way back down. And we're back. Hello, everybody. There you go. Didn't miss much video-wise in the top of the sixth. A fly out to right, ground out the second, and a ground out to short. As McCartney takes strike 1. Struck out in the second, hit by a pitch in the fourth. Takes ball 1. Eagles with 3 runs on 5 hits. 1-1. High, ball 2. Eagles also with 1 error in this game. The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. Low, ball 3. The 3-1. In there, count is full. Cason Worm on deck. Three-two pitch. Inside, ball 4, and another leadoff base runner for the Eagles. That'll bring up Cason Worm. RBI fielder's choice in that 4th inning. Struck out in the second. And we will have a pinch hitter. That'll be Rod Reich. Rod Reich, a .255 hitter. 3 extra base hits, all doubles. 10 RBI. He struck out 17 times this season. Also 11 runs. So one of the main pinch hitters here for Colonel Crawford. Runner on first, nobody down here in the bottom of the 6th. That one outside for ball 1. We had some technical difficulties. Able to get one of our cameras back, so that's why you see a little bit more of a wider angle, but we're able to bring it to you. The 1-0. Down the pipe for strike 1. Coming up on 7 o'clock here on this Friday evening. Throw back the first. McCartney back in time. Pitch number 86 coming up from Brandon Hines. Bunt attempt taken back, but it is a strike. It's 1-2. Austin Kelly on deck. 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Runner gets down to second base. Reich thought he struck out, but he did not. So after all of that, the runner advances to second, and now the tying run is in scoring position. So clearly, Reich checked his swing. Umpire checked down the first base. First base umpire said he did not go. Reich thought he did call him out, started going towards the dugout, but he's called back because it was a ball. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Late swing, strike 3, 1 down. So now Reich strikes out. It'll bring up Austin Kelly with 1 down. And again, barring any double play, Brennan Hamilton will come up in this inning. Corner infielders playing in. Check swing to shortstop. Throws it on the first. 2 down. So again, it will bring up Brennan Hamilton. And again, with 2 outs, and the tying runner in scoring position, he has a chance to tie this up. 0 for 3, 3 flyouts to center field. Each time just under the ball too much, flying out, and then they're not even going to touch him. He's going to be intentionally walked. That'll bring up Deegan Moore, who in his last 2 at-bats have singled. 2 for 3. He scored the 3rd run on a wild pitch in the 5th. First pitch. Popped it up. Hines makes the catch, and again they get out of it. We've played 6. Seneca East leads it 4-3.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Top of the 7th here. 4-3 Seneca East. They escaped another jam in the bottom of the 6th. "87 pitches through 6 innings for Nick Eachus. 64 of those strikes. Top of the order due up here for Seneca East. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Check swing. Fouled it off. It's 1-1. Hines singled in the 5th, stole 2nd, took 3rd on a wild pitch, and scored on Park's RBI single. That is the difference in this one so far. 4-3, the 1-1. Fouled off. It's 1-2. One balls and 2 strikes to Hines. The pitch. Inside, it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Chopper. Actually, it's a fly ball to left field. I completely lost that one in the sun. 1 down. Hines flies out to Nate Eachus. It'll bring up Nicholas Parks. 2 for 3. 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored in this one. That's flared to right, and he'll drop in. Gets past the right fielder, but he's going to stop. And it's a 1-out single. Parks 3 for 4 today. Bring up Caden Fritz. 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd, lined out the 2nd in the 1st. He was intentionally walked after a 1-1 count in the 5th. Fouls that off. One on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Seneca East holding on to a 4-3 lead. That pitch bounces in the dirt. Runner's going to go. Throw down is late. So Parks gets into scoring position on the ball in the dirt. Eachus back on the mound. Gets his sign. The pitch. That one flown. Is it over the head of the center fielder? It is. It's going to go to the wall. Parks is going to come in to score. Fritz held at second. It's an RBI double, and it's 5-3. Fritz with a big drive to center field. That's out in most high school parks, but we're here in a ballpark usually held for collegiate wood bat baseball. So it stayed in, but nonetheless, it scores a big insurance run for Seneca East, making it 5-3. Hines now up 2 for 3. That's in the dirt. Nice stop. It's ball 1. Eagles will have their 3, 4, 5 hitters due up in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0. It hits him. And a nice show of sportsmanship as Eachus slapping, giving high five to Brandon Hines, who he hit. Unintentional there. Tried to throw inside, just got away from him. So 2 on now for Cooper Skeel. His lone hit a triple to lead off the 4th. Just a reminder, the winner of this game will head to Lancaster on Thursday at 5 o'clock. And will face White Oak. Reminder, tomorrow we will have 3 highlights for you. Our own Justin Wilson will be at Bluffton as the Upper Sandusky Rams look to make it the 2nd Northern 10 team. No matter what we have here, a Northern 10 team will make it to regionals. We'll see if Seneca East or Upper Sandusky can make it number 2 tomorrow. I will be at Fremont as the Ontario Warriors, kind of a Cinderella story. They were the 8th seed. They're taking on 4th-seeded Clyde for a Fremont District Championship. Then Hayden Gray's going to be right down the road in Bucyrus as Johnstown, the Lady Johnnies, are looking for a regional championship. As Skeel takes ball 1. Again, we apologize for the video technical difficulties, but we'll get that back in a moment. The 1-0. Low, ball 2. Nice stop by Lucius to keep it in front of him. The runners will not advance. 2 balls, no strikes. Fritz on second, Hines on first with 1 out. Parks already in on the Fritz RBI double, making it 5-3. The 2-0. And it hits him. That'll load the bases with 1 down. So Eachus, a little control problems here in the 7th inning. So now we will have a mound meeting. And Nick Eachus is done for the evening. Van Wintersteller will now come in to pitch. Six and a third for Nick. He is responsible for all 3 runners on base. Also want to give a track shout out to Lucas's Shelby Grover. She's going to compete in 4 events at next week's state track meet. You can watch more about Shelby Grover on Hayden Gray's on the right track. Sat down with her a couple weeks ago. She is the regional meet champion of the 300 hurdles. So she did win the 300 hurdles. And the long jump champion as well. I don't think I can jump 18 2 3/4 inches, or 18 feet 2 3/4 inches. But I digress. I'm a bigger person. So Winter Stellar is ready to go here. Blake Foose, over 3 with 3 strikeouts, takes ball 1. The 1-0 to Foose. Outside, ball 2. Winter Stellar's ready. This time it's over the plate. It's 2-1. Again, Colonel Crawford needs to get out of this inning with no more damage if they want to have a real, legit shot in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Squeeze play, bunted foul. That equals the count at 2-2. Lucius comes out now to talk to his pitcher. Just another reminder, we will have the trophy and medal ceremony after the game as well as our MVP interview. Stick around for the Bob and Bob Dorr post-game show. Lucius is done with his meeting with Winter Stellar. And he's ready. The pitch to Foose. And a balk has been called. That'll bring in a run. A balk brings in the 6th run. So that's a tough way to allow the 6th run to score, but nonetheless, it does bring another insurance run in. The 2-2. Just low, count is full. Payoff pitch the Foose. Ball 4, and they're loaded again. That'll bring up Nate Sowers. 0 for 3. Strikeout, ground out the 3rd, and a fly out the right. Tigers a 3-run lead. 3 outs away from a district championship. First pitch, fouled off. Winter Stellar's ready and then steps off the plate as the umpire dropped one of his excess baseballs in his bag. Picks it back up. We're ready to go again. The 0-1. Popped it up. In play. McCartney makes the catch for the second out. So 2 down for Heibertshausen. 0 for 3, popped out the third, struck out, and grounded the second. 6-3 Seneca East here in the 7th. First pitch in there for a strike. Chopper, right side base hit. 1 run will score. Second run's going to come around and score. And a third run now will come in. Seneca East has blown this open. In the 7th, it's 9-3. A 2 RBI double. The third run scored on the throw to second. It's a 5-run 7th inning. That'll bring up Gibbs. 1 for 3. Chopper the third. McCartney gets it on the first. Gets the scoop, and that's it. But Seneca East brings 9 to the plate, scores 5 to lead at 9-3. They're 3 outs away from a district championship.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Brandon's brother Aiden will come on and try and close this district championship out for Seneca East. 9-3 the score after a 5-run top of the 7th for the Tigers. Hines comes in with a .396 ERA. 20 walks, 27 strikeouts. He's hit 4 batters. 21 runs given up, 13 of them are earned. He will face the 3, 4, 5 hitters of Colonel Crawford, Eachus, Thomas, and Lucius as you take a look. So the 3, 4, 5 in the order. They need 6 to extend this 7 to win the district title. For Seneca East, you just got to take this one pitch at a time. For Colonel Crawford, 1 batter at a time. You can't get all the runs back on one swing. Each just leading off. Went 6 1/3 innings. He's credited for 7 earned runs. or 7 runs. A couple of those are unearned. Just about ready to go here. Taken for ball 1. Each is ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. In there for strike 1. The 2-1. Popped it up, but into foul territory. It's 2-2. Hines ready. Strike 3, looking, 1 down. Three straight strikes for Hines. And there's 1 down. They're 2 outs away. Micah Thomas now up. 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to center, a line out to left. That one taken high for ball 1. That's in there for strike 1. That one inside, ball 2. That one fouled off, even at 2. Two from Hines. Ground ball. The second takes a wild hop, and Micah Thomas is going to reach. So you take a look at the Sutton Bank replay, and now that's what these two teams are playing for. District Championship runner-up trophies as well as medals. Seneca East 2 outs away. Lucius up the bat. Takes ball 1 high. The 1-0. Swung through, strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to Lucius. Grounds that foul. It's 1-2. Winter Stellar on deck. He's reached in each of his 3 at-bats. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Seneca East is in an out away. And that will bring up Van Wintersteller. First pitch. Inside, nearly hit him. The 1-0. Popped up. In play. Fritz. Over, but out. Wind just enough carried it out. I thought that was going to stay in play. But instead it gets out. Had a couple adjustments as well since Hines took over. Fritz now to shortstop. One ball, one strike pitch. High, ball 2. McCartney on deck. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a walk. 2-1. Ground ball to third. Bobbles it. Throws the first. No play. We play on. You take a look at the Sutton Bank replay. Couple errors here have kept Colonel Crawford alive. That's right down the pipe for strike 1. (9-3) the score. Seneca East is an out away. The 0-1 bounces in there. Ball 1. Nobody will try to advance. Don't want to run into the final out here when the runs technically do not matter yet. They need them, but you can't run into them. Another one bounces. It's 2-1. Worm on deck. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch to McCartney. Fouls it off. It's 2-2. They're a strike away. The 2-2. Chopper right back to first. On to first, it's over. Seneca East has won the Division IV Galion District Championship. They defeat Colonel Crawford 9-3. That went pitcher to first, not first to first, by the way. But anyway, Seneca East wins it. We'll take a quick break and be back with the trophy presentation.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
You're enjoying live and free high school baseball right here on the OH Report.
Time now for the presentation of the trophies and medals. First for Colonel Crawford. Here's Nate McCarthy getting his trophy, his medal, as well as Micah Thomas. There's Deegan Moore. Now Case and Worm. Cameron Cox now getting his. Actually, Jacob Lucius getting his medal. Winter Stellar, and now Brennan Hamilton. There's Tice Lyle. Nick Each is today's starter, getting his medal. There's Austin Kelly. Nate Eachus. Lane Reich getting his medal. And finally, Rod Reich, he pinch hit in this game, gets his medal. Now we'll have the coaches. They'll just hand the coaches their medals later as Colonel Crawford gets district runner-up trophy to take back to North Robinson. Congratulations to Colonel Crawford on another fine season. 15-13 they finish. And now time for the presentation of the championship medals. They started a little bit early, but they will still announce them. Brady Bloom. Now Cooper Skeel was banged up for a moment, but able to finish the game as catcher. Jake Bowerman getting his medal. Nathan Parks. Graham Gibbs. Here's Luke Mason. Now Braden Robinson. Brandon Hines. Cody Hyberthausen. Nicholas Parks. He went 3 for 4 today. Nate Sowers, the first baseman. Blake Foose scored the 9th run of the day. Blake Bum. Aiden Hines, who closed out the game on the mound for his brother. Branson Finnell. And finally, the winner of the district semi, Caden Fritz. Also had a single double and a run scored, an RBI today. And now, the Tigers will get their district championship trophy. They're not done. They will play in the round of 32 at Lancaster on Thursday against White Oak. Thursday at 5 o'clock. The Division IV Galion District Champions, Seneca East. We'll take a break. When we come back, more here in the Bob and Bob Dorr postgame show, as well as our MVP interview.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
You're enjoying live and free high school baseball right here on the OH Report.
Time now for our Carothers Pest Control MVP, and it is Seneca East second baseman Nick Parks. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, a stolen base, an RBI, as you're going to like this, Seneca East District Champions. How's that sound to you?
Great. Amazing.
Take me through your at-bats today. 3 for 4, and even the one hit was a hard hit to third base, but what were you looking for at the plate today?
Move runners. I'm at number 2 hole, so I can move Aiden Hines over every time he gets on base, and I just got the job done today. Moved him, scored him, just put the ball in play.
How important was it to get those 3 runs in the first inning, because it seemed to kind of knock Colonel Crawford off their game?
Yeah, it's a tone setter. We put 2 runs up our last game to get to the semis, and we played good ever since then. So those 3 runs we put up in the first inning, that was great. Tone setter. We moved them.
All right. And then every time it seemed like Colonel Crawford would get close to within a run, you immediately answered. How important was that for you guys that you didn't let Colonel Crawford keep that momentum for long?
Yeah, just keep him down. Well, it's not a real nice thing, but we got to keep him down.
I know what you mean. What you mean.
Every time they scored, we wanted to come back, chip at it, even it out, or score more. So we're still ahead, 1 game in the 1 run ahead, and that's where we like to be.
You guys moving on. You're in the round of 32. You're in regional semifinal, first time since 2019. You're playing on Thursday. So what do you guys want to work on between now and Thursday to get ready for that game?
Approaches, better batting approaches. We did good tonight. Fielding, we got to be ready for them bad hops, because we tend to get a lot of them. Our team does. Keep kids healthy. No more getting hurt. Hopefully Jake Bowerman, our starting catcher, he gets better. He had a broken nose.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going to be playing in Lancaster. It is a turf infield, so hopefully you won't get that many bad bounces there. Finally, anybody you want to shout out?
Brandon Hines, stud pitcher. He probably wanted to be reported, but that game, Brandon Hines.
There you go. There you have it. Nick Parks, today's MVP.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Back here in the Bob and Bob Doors post-game show where Seneca East district champs for the first time since 2019. They defeat top-seeded Colonel Crawford 9-3. Travis Berardi back here on, I guess you could say, the mountaintop of Galion. It was pretty funny. Nicholas Parks, our MVP, went upstairs to the top where our cameras were, screamed out, "District champs!" Came back down, then his teammates and family made him go back up there to get video of it, but that's a pretty cool moment for these kids here at Seneca East. As we wrap things up, let's recap real quick before we do head out. Seneca East on the board quick in the first inning. Aiden Hines walked, stole second. Nicholas Parks, our MVP, singled. He stole second. Brandon Hines, a single to left for an RBI. Another run scored on an error that made it 2-0. He scored on a wild pitch to make it 3-0. Colonel Crawford fought back, made it 3-2 with 2 runs in the 4th inning, but right back at you comes Seneca East in the 5th with 1. Crawford again in the bottom of the 5th makes it 4-3, but then in the top of the 7th, 5 runs by Seneca East closes it out for the 9-3 victory. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Hayden Gray, who is in a very awkward position holding the camera right now, but he's doing a great job. Thank you to Hayden. Madeline as well, our intern / Worcester's greatest fan and lucky charm, if you watched that video on our Twitter earlier. Adam Thompson running the 1s and 2s, working through some technical difficulties, doing a great job as always. I want to thank the fine folks here at Galion High School as well for allowing us to be here, and most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. Seneca East on the regionals, they defeat Colonel Crawford 9-3. I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Galion.